Hey all you cozy gamers, welcome back to another special bonus episode for the Sims 4 Not So Berry Challenge. Hello! Today I've got a special treat for you guys. It is a build bonus video for my Not So Berry Challenge save. Super short and sweet video for you guys, because just like a Las Vegas wedding, super short and sweet. We're gonna bust this one out, guys. So I am building a wedding venue for my Not So Berry save. I know what you're thinking, you're like, oh, is this where Paul and Minto are gonna get married? No, spoiler, so sorry. If I'm not mistaken, on the day I'm releasing this, the next Not So Berry episode is actually gonna be the wedding episode for Paul and Minto, so spoiler alert, but I recorded that previously, but just want to kind of give you guys like a heads up, like a basis, like what is the context here for this build? So we are in Oasis Springs in a desert setting because I wanted it to mimic the desert of Las Vegas as closely as possible. Did I get married in a Las Vegas chapel? No, I did not. I did get engaged in Las Vegas, and actually the whole reason why I'm doing this is because on the day this video releases, which I'm not mistaken, it should be Tuesday, June 17th, is actually my 9-year wedding anniversary with me and my husband. So we actually have plans right now that are being set in motion to do a 10-year vow renewal ceremony. And we are going to be doing that in Las Vegas at a wedding chapel. So I wanted to very loosely base this off of that specific chapel that we are planning on having our vow renewal at. If I remember to add some pictures and some links, I will, but it's called Sure Thing, and it's in downtown Vegas. And it is just the cutest little, like, pink dream there ever was. And they have a super cute blue bathroom. So I really kind of want to make everything super pink and super fun and just super edgy. I loved including the little vending machines there next to the window sitting area and the music and whatnot, but I don't know, I had a lot of fun building this, also just kind of like daydreaming about my future plans and whatnot. I'm so happy you have fun tagging along. Like I said in the beginning, this is such a short video, it's so simple. I did record this in 2 different sessions. Like, I spent like 90 minutes in one and like 45 in the other. So you will see me make a lot of decisions right now. And then I come back later and I like delete a bunch and I replace everything. So just a heads up, classic Natalie move here. You're also gonna see me move around from like one area to different room, come back to things, because that's what I do. And we know that now. I'm very scatterbrained when it comes to building. But yeah, I just wanted to make a wedding venue in the game to 1, celebrate my anniversary, and to 2, have a fun wedding venue that I know I built and designed and have that for our future generations in the game. It's just so, I don't know, it's just so cute. It just gives me all the feels, all the vibes. It's perfect. I know pink is kind of like a lot, so I did try to keep it like as pastel-y as I could and kind of like bring in stronger pink accents whenever possible, but you know, at the end of the day, like, this is just a fun build. Like, there's no rules. Let's just have fun with it. I've never actually been to this wedding chapel that it is loosely based off of, but I do know it is one large room. Large, I say loosely. And they do have a super cool blue bathroom. So you will see blue bathroom in this build. The wedding chapel itself actually did just open up a second location, ironically like 2 doors down, I think, from their existing chapel, and it looks very much the same, except instead of pink, it's blue, so like a baby blue, like a powder blue kind of thing, so that one's pretty cute too, but I wanted to keep this one in the pink kind of esque there. I do end up using like a lot of stuff from the Love Struck pack, I think, just because, I don't know, the vibe. I think it's probably my most heavily used pack in here, if not for the Modern Luxe kit. I actually think I used a lot of that here. But I just had so much fun building this. I'm like looking back and I'm like, ooh. I think maybe one of these days I will build like a bigger, better wedding venue. At this point in time of me recording this commentary, I have not actually done like a planned wedding event with the My Wedding Stories pack, because I'm still like, is it bugged? I have no idea. They probably fixed that, didn't they? At least I hope they did, geez. So maybe one of these days, I'll test it out off camera, and then maybe build one that I know would work really well with the flow of natural events that come with that pack. And like I said, I have never actually been to the venue itself, but for The Sims, kind of like speaking of things, natural and flowing events, I did add in a couple other extra rooms just to kind of like, I don't know, like balance out the build and whatnot. So in addition to the large like chapel room itself and the blue bathroom, I put in like a little like office for the workers that just has like computers and whatnot. So I can imagine like, you know, the wedding planners and whatnot will sit there and the people that are in charge of all the bookings and whatnot. I don't know if that's how it is in real life, but there's that. I also put in a like getting ready like makeup room that has vanity and mirrors and stuff like that. And then I also put in a like a janitor's closet, just because I don't know, man. I feel like in every venue I make, I want to be like, is there a place to publicly woohoo? Like, I don't know why that's like what I'm on right now, but I use that Love Struck like janitor's closet thing, so I tuck that in there. So I'm like, okay, in real life they would probably have like a cleaning closet, right? Like I'm not tripping. So I thought that felt very in place. When I originally like kind of like mapped out this build, I wanted to put like a parking lot in the front or in the back, but then I realized on this specific lot in Oasis Springs, there already is like a parking lot in the world behind the lot, so I kind of had to like switch gears here, but I do know I wanted to be like a lush, like desert oasis all around, so I'm putting some greenery here in the front, but you will see in a little bit I do kind of go a little crazy on the side, because if we know one thing, we know Natalie loves plants. As you already saw over by the arch, I did put a lot of plants out. Spoiler, I do go back and I kind of tone it down a little bit, but, you know, I wanted the outside to look a little reminiscent of downtown Vegas still, so like, it's not that I think downtown Vegas is covered in graffiti, but I know they have like a lot of cool like signs and old school and like almost that like neon vintage vibe a little bit, so I thought that was best represented in the graffiti decals that we have in the game. This pink, I just love this pink so much. I was almost getting sick of it just like a little bit, but I do go back. Like I said, I change things. I make a lot of decisions here. We are like coming close to the time where I was gonna wrap up my first recording session. So I do make a lot of decisions here that I'm like, okay, yeah, that'll work. And then as soon as I come back in, I'm like, no, why did I even do that? It's so awful. Just super fun. In the actual wedding chapel in real life at Sure Thing, there is a like vintage photo booth there right when you walk in. So that's why I included that photo booth. There are some like benches and some seating along the window. And in real life, I think the max capacity for the chapel room is like 43 people maximum. So that's why it's pretty small inside. I mean, granted, we're not having like huge, like large scale weddings in The Sims. Like, how many like guests maximum can you even have? Like 12 or something like that? So absolutely no need. So I think it just kind of fit perfectly in terms of like using this real life place for inspiration, but then also adapting that to gameplay and what's required for that. Blue bathroom here, like I said. I just wanted this to be like as extreme. Like, I don't necessarily want to use the word like maximalist, but I just wanted it to be like boom, in your face, bright, bold, colorful, just fun. Like, we're not gonna like play by the rules, like I said before. And I don't know, I just kind of like, I love how it turned out. I don't make many changes to the bathroom if I'm not mistaken. I do kind of hate that the door's pink on the inside. I wish we could change door colors by the side in The Sims, you know what I mean? So like the front of the door could be another color and the back of the door could be another color. I think that would be so fun, because like sometimes I want like a big bold like front door to the house. And then like when you open the door, like I don't want the door that's interior facing, like that side, to be that bright bold color, you know what I mean? So that'd be perfect if we could do that. Write that down, write a letter, send a note, thank you. You're gonna start to see me going in here and changing things now. I don't want it to be like too fancy, because that's, once again, not the vibe. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in real life, when you go to this wedding chapel, it's like you are the most stunning thing in it, and that's because of one, of course you are, like you go girl, you go sis, but also because like, it's just the environment that you're in. Like, it's built like to make you shine, so to speak. So I was really trying to match that vibe here. I also did want to incorporate, I mean, it is June, it is Pride Month, so I did want to incorporate some different, like, Pride aspects any way I can, without, once again, making it look like too, like, over the top, like, tacky, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just slap rainbows everywhere, that's gonna go against, like, the pink theme, so. In the office, I definitely wanted to include, like, a little, like, a rainbow banner kind of thing, and you're just kind of, like, you know, maybe they're taking in people that are interested in booking a wedding with them to the office, and I can kind of like show them like, hey, this is like what we're about. You will see towards the end of the video here, they do those freezer bunny decals of like the bride and the groom, and then the bride and the bride and the groom and the groom. So I do put those out in the front. So I just want to kind of like, you know, like, hey, happy Pride. We're inclusive. Get with it. The real life chapel doesn't have anything like in that front area, but I was like, you know what, we do need a bar, because that's what I'm about. Everyone loves a party. Everyone needs a little drinky drink, so I wouldn't end up putting a little bar right there. And I thought, I don't know, I just thought it was like super cute. This is where I do realize I hated all the lights. I had too many big pink chandeliers, so I just wanted to use one right at the altar, and then one right above the bar, and some ceiling lights. This is where I'm changing those plants, because I was like, you know what, it's just not rubbing me the right way. Like I said, we love greenery. It wasn't like I wasn't gonna get rid of it, because we know we love greenery, but just had to change it up. I was also worried because, like, another truth about me is I'm not gonna play test this. Like, I'm not about that. I don't do that. So I was worried about the plants like blocking the bathroom door there. It's probably still blocking it. I truly don't know if Sims will be able to go in and out of that door, but whatever, I guess we'll find out one day. Maybe the next generation will have them get married here. Maybe it'll be a couple generations. I don't know. Is there a pink generation? I bet you there is. There probably is. I gotta relook at my notes, but wouldn't it be fun to have a pink generation wedding at a pink wedding chapel? Maybe, perhaps. Watch the pink generation be the one that like doesn't get married. Watch. Oh no, doesn't Rose generation have to get like leave somebody at the altar? Drama. Maybe that'd be fun to do here. I don't know. We'll see. I do go back and forth and change the front of it a little bit. I'm really happy with where it ended up. Put in some lighting and some string lights. I don't know, I just thought it was so cute. Once again, love struck. Those like ceiling stars and the wall stars. Beautiful. I was too lazy to like actually like place them in different places, so I just kind of like sized it up. You'll see. Also, I am terrible at ceilings. I keep forgetting about ceilings, so I only do the ceiling in like the main chapel room because I wanted it to be like, you know, like a focal point and whatnot. But there you go. Also, I hated these string lights. I thought they looked awful. I don't know what I was thinking the first time I recorded that first recording session. But I hope you're really glad. I hope you're as relieved as I am right now in this moment that I got rid of those. I do leave a couple. Because, you know, why not? You know, I do like the string lights. I just think it was, like, too much overload. Couldn't handle that. I go back and forth on, like, how to decorate the insides, because I'm pretty sure in real life there's, like, not actually, like, wall decor, but it looked a little empty here in The Sims. Love, love, love what I did with the front windows there. I put the neon signs for, like, the heart and, the woohoo symbol or whatever. And I was like, that is so perfect, because once again, it's neon, it's that grit, that, like, desert luxe, like, aesthetic. I am fooling around with playing, decorating outside, kind of outside against it, but here I'm just kind of like putting the finishing touches. I never want to be like over the top, but I also want to make sure that like, you know, I'm not selling myself short. Here's those cute little freezer bunnies. I love them so much. Oh, so cute. Once again, happy Pride. I don't know, we're getting really close to the end here. I am definitely going to send you off with some like after shots of the focal points of the chapel and whatnot. But like I said, this is just a super short and sweet video to say, hey, happy Pride, happy summer loving season, happy anniversary to myself, and yeah, just get me daydreaming about my future plans. I would love to know what you guys think. I always promise I'm gonna put stuff up in the gallery. Have I actually? Probably not. I'm a liar. We know that too, so we're not surprised. And maybe I actually will put this one up in the gallery. Like I said, I had a lot of fun making it, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with some pictures of the finished build itself. Thanks for tagging along on this short and sweet journey, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.